We live? We are live in like 2 seconds.
That might get it taken off. Have music. Forgot about that.
We're live, I believe. Yes, we are. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jackie and Stephana. We are the Bledsoes, and we are the founders of Happily Married Couples.
How y'all doing? Happy Monday. How's your week starting out?
Yeah, we are excited to be here. We're just getting started, making sure we got a little different setup today, so kind of figuring things out. And we didn't get to share with anybody before, so hopefully you guys get notification at the last minute to join us. But we are here again with another 5 tips for your marriage, or 5 things that we believe will help you not just survive but thrive through COVID-19. So we're actually going to create a little title for this. What do we call it, babe? You remember? No? Oh my, okay. So you don't remember? I don't remember either. No, it's called Staying Connected in Marriage Through COVID-19. So we know that anytime you go through a crisis in anything, your marriage always gets the weight of it. And so we want to make sure that we are here to kind of help you guys through in different areas of your marriage. We've already talked about dating. We've just talked about some general tips that we've done or that we need to do. What else did we talk about on Friday?
Dates, what to do when you're stuck in the house, how to keep dating.
Yep. So go back and check the last 3 lives. We just started this last week on Wednesday, and it's been going pretty well so far. We are excited, and hopefully that your marriage and everybody else who is tuning in is being impacted, is being blessed by it, because we gotta stay connected. We gotta focus on and be intentional about what we're doing during these next however long this period is going to be. We just found out today that here in Indiana, that our governor just I don't know if he extended it or whatever, but did what is it, a 2-week period?
Mm-hmm. I don't know what it's called, but basically you're not going anywhere for for another 2 weeks. So they're basically, we're saying that the people are not taking it seriously. The virus is spreading, and so in order for us to get ahead of it, we can't be combating it from behind. We have to be proactive and not get sick. So 2 weeks of only traveling for essential things, medicine, food, I think we were already functioning that way. So it feels like not much of a difference, just an extended period of time.
Right, and now it's official. So I don't know what consequences are for the people that don't want to abide by this. But hey, what's up, Shay? We see you on there.
Hey, Shay.
I'm getting ready to share this to my page, my personal profile as well. So give me just a second. I want to share this. Let me type in here real quick. So tell us, guys, as you join in, if you are joining live, just give us a shout, say, hey, what's up? If you are watching this on replay, when you jump on, just say replay, so we know that you are a replay viewer, and then you can still engage in the comments and things like that. We'll be following back up as the people that watch it later, because I know sometimes some people are still having to work or getting to work, because it's a blessing to be able to get to work and be able to earn some income for your family. So we know it's 5 o'clock for some, it's hard. Others like ourselves, who've been working at home, homeschooling, and doing all that all day. 5 o'clock is a great way to just kind of end our evening and transition it into family time. So it's our last kind of quote unquote work thing of the day. So let me type this real quick, y'all. All right, so here's what we're talking about today. Make sure this posts. We're live. I might have some spelling mistakes in there, but it'll be all right. All right, so here's what we got today, guys. Again, we talked about dating. We talked about some other tips in marriage. Today, we just like, okay, one of the big things that is being impacted by COVID-19 across the country and across the world is economics. And so some of those economics that are far-reaching or higher level may not impact you directly right now, but at some point they may. So we have to make sure that we handle our economics in our own household and in our family to make sure that whatever happens, we're in the most secure position that we could be in. To, again, we're not just trying to survive, but we're trying to thrive through this. So when we come out, we want to be better than we went into COVID-19. We're praying and doing the best we can to take care of our health, washing hands, keeping clean, social distancing, and all that type of stuff as well. We're trying to get enough sleep, trying to eat right, which is one of the hardest things to do when you're sitting at home all day. Either you completely forget to eat, or you're in there snacking on stuff all day that you don't need to be snacking on. So, and then, can't get out and get our regular routines up to the YMCA and to the basketball court and all that type of stuff. So what can we do that is in our direct control with our money to position us to do well through this and after this? All right. So number one is to start a budget if you've never started one. So now is the time to get on a budget so you know what is happening with your money. You want to know what's happening, inflow, outflow. You want to create a budget that accounts for every single dollar that comes into your household and every single dollar that goes out of it. If you already have a budget, maybe it's on autopilot, you haven't looked at it in a long time and everything is just automatically coming out, or you just kind of do it without thinking about it. But now we want you to review and reassess that budget, because you may need to adjust some different criteria because you're not using that budget, that line item category as much as you had in the past. It's lower, or there's some other areas that need your attention. You want to raise it up. So we just did that with our food budget. So we realized first we took we had a very, very little restaurant eating out budget anyway, which sometimes we often went over, which we got to tighten up on that. But now, since we are now in this and we can't go out and restaurants and stuff are shutting down, I think Shay said that restaurants that are not following their license will be suspended. So restaurants should only be carry out. We just basically said we ain't trying to interact with nobody right now.
We're not trusting nobody cooking our food today. So
we love y'all, everybody. We love y'all. We're not eating nobody's cooking right now, no matter how cool we are with you right now, whether you're at a restaurant 5-star or the fast food restaurant, or you just our friend from around the corner. We're not eating nobody's stuff.
Social distance.
Social distance includes food intake too. So, we noticed that. So we're like, okay, we're going to reduce that budget down to pretty much nothing. I really don't have any plans on eating out until this stuff blows over, honestly. And we've increased our grocery budget to go up higher. That included some of that we took away from the restaurant, and then some other categories that we pulled away from. And in addition to that, we're going to be home all day with everybody using computers, everybody using lights, everybody using water, everybody using everything. So some of those utilities are going to go up. And so we got to be prepared for that. Our bills, our utility bills, I think all of them are set up where it's like, what do they call it? Budget billing, where you got the same amount every month that you pay, no matter if you fluctuate up or down. And then at the end of the year, they either give you some money back or a credit, or they say, hey, you owe this amount because we basically underestimated what your usage is. So find ways in your budget to shore it up. We're not using this, or we shouldn't be using this, or we're not going to use it this much during this period. This is not a permanent thing, but just make sure that you are setting yourself up for success in the way you're handling your money, and every single dollar needs to be accounted for.
Right. And so number 2 that we have is kind of the same, along the same lines, but focus on the basics. I think Dave Ramsey calls it your 4 walls. And so we've got down here utilities, home, transportation, pause debt elimination if need be. Some of those 4 walls might be decreased. Like Jackie said, we've increased our grocery budget because we're eating at home every day, all the meals, and all 5 of us are home. So you might be able to adjust your budget in that way. So focus on the basics. That's a key one.
4 walls. If you're not familiar with Dave Ramsey, please get familiar with him. I'm a big Dave Ramsey listener. I haven't listened to him much lately because I'm kind of like a seasonal listener, where I listen to things that I'm working on right at that particular moment. But I'm sure he's talking a lot about what's going on there now as far as making adjustments and stuff like that, as people are getting worried about this. All right, so that's number 2. The third thing that you can do is to do your taxes. I'm gonna say early for me, because I'm always late or last minute doing my taxes. So now you probably everybody has a lot more downtime with the social distancing than you have had before. So utilize that downtime to do something good with your money and get your taxes together. And that is whether you are if you're the tax filer who gets a big refund back every year, or you get next to nothing, or you at that income bracket where you're like, I hate tax season because I got cut some checks or something. But make sure you get on top of that. Not only just get all your stuff together, get them to your CPA or whoever you do, but kind of look at your entire, you just reorganize things, your entire state. Okay, where is everything set up? This is the time to slow down and kind of look at your estate plan, make sure everything is updated. If you do not have an estate plan, this is a good time to start looking into that. Probably can't connect with nobody other than online or through the phone to get some of those set up. But if you do have it, re-evaluate that as well and see, okay, what happens if something happens to me, my wife? How is everything lined up? What's our assets, our liabilities, all these different things? This is a good time to take those into account, do a good inventory of that. But for me, I'm speaking to myself, like this week right now, it's like it's home because this is tax week for me. And tax week is never, ever for me in March. So now I got to get it done, huh?
Great. It's a good thing.
Yeah, so I'm excited about it, getting ahead of the deadline and the curve.
Yeah. And then number 4, the fourth tip we have for you is to be a blessing. We were talking about this and kind of considering whether or not to put this on here and whether it applies to everybody. But I really think it does apply to everybody. Everybody can be a blessing in some way. It might be what we're doing right now, get online and share something, share some good news. It might be reaching out to somebody via, the phone or FaceTime or something like that, just because people are going without the fellowship that they're used to having every day. It might be your church has an online platform set up for you to give directly to impact COVID-19 and the efforts that are happening around the city in that way. So whatever it is, it might be donating something to Goodwill. This is a good time where you're spending time at home and you're purging and able to go through some things that you don't normally have the time to do. So just find a way to be a blessing.
Yep. And then I want to share this at the beginning of this year, late last year, whenever we typically try to come up with a one word for the year. That kind of is our guiding point. And as we get off track, we have goals and different things. We don't do the resolution, but we have different goals and things we want to accomplish for a given year. But we want to have something that kind of centers us and allows us when we are moving to focus on that and keep moving forward. And the word that God gave me this year was serve. And really, I think that's exactly what Stephana is saying right there, is be a blessing. Is this now is the time for every single body in this whole earth, because it's impacting everybody in the world, is to really find unique ways to serve people. However God has equipped you to serve, if you're blessed financially, boom, other ways to serve, but just really focus on serving other people. And before we get to our last point, I just want to jump in the comments. Everybody, if you are just now joining us, give us a shout and tell us if you are what is it, stay home, what are the people, if you're self quarantined, let us know if you've been self quarantined, because I really am curious how many people are sitting at home most of the day like us, and how many are kind of business as usual. So either self quarantine or business as usual. Type that into the comment section, and that'll let us know that you're here as well before we get into this 5th point. All right, so we got everything, just kind of checking in here. And if you are new, I'll share this out. If you're new, I'm Jackie. This is Stephana. We're the Bledsoes. We are the founders of Happily Married Couples. We would love to connect with you guys, but you need to join our Facebook group. You can like the page, Happily Married Couples, but more engagement takes place and more information is shared in the group. So search for that on your Facebook search bar. And then,
hi, sister, you finally made it. Janine, hey, girl.
So follow us or join us in the group, and then share this as well. All right, so now here we are, 5 things that we need to do with our money to help us thrive, not just survive COVID-19. The 5th thing is to start hustling. Start hustling. If now is the time, we already talked about being a blessing and serving. This follows right into that. Now is the time, if you have a business idea, some sort of thing where you can serve other people, something you want to launch and get off the ground, some skill that you have that nobody knows about, but so many people could use right now. Now's the time to put that to practice and start hustling and get it out there to the world. So maybe you are good with editing. There's a ton of people creating content online right now. Everybody needs a good editor. Maybe you're good with graphics or web design or something like that. What else is out there that people can do? Because you can't go and do it face to face now.
VAs, there's tons of people that are used to having, somebody help them with their whatever it is. So there's so many opportunities that you can do online. I actually just saw that Amazon is hiring for stay-at-home positions starting at $15 an hour. So it's not a, super lucrative, but it is something that beats a blank when there's lots of people that are being laid off and, have changes in their work situation right now, and it's from home. So.
Yep. I believe it was Dave Ramsey that said that your biggest financial asset is your income. So if your income dries up, reduces, goes completely away, you have no asset to build anything from. So now is the time to start looking for ways to hustle and get alternative income. So that could be an additional income through a side hustle, or it could be something because you've completely lost, your income because of this, what's going on and people getting laid off and things like that. But find some sort of way to bring some more revenue, some more income into your household. And now's the time. Everybody has more time than they had before, probably with the exception of like healthcare workers and emergency workers and people that have to be out there to fight this virus on the front lines. But all of the rest of us, we don't have the activities in the evening. We don't have the things that we can go and socialize and spend time with. We can replace those kind of at home, but you can also replace that extra time with trying to find a way to bring some additional income as a safeguard, safety net, or as something that can take you to the next level as you come through and out of this. So if that is you, I want to hear in the I see Shay said marketing. She's already beat me to the question. If that's you, because there might be somebody out there that needs something, even that when they watch this now live or watch it now later. So if that is you, put in the comment section how you can start bringing alternative income or how you can serve somebody else through some skill, talent, expertise that you have. And if you're looking for ways, raise your hand. Say, hey, I'm looking for ways, and maybe we'll share some ways in another post. Like here's 5 side hustles that you can do right now to bring some additional income into your household.
Yep.
Good. All right. Let me see who's in there. Shay says she's a marketing expert. I'm gonna throw the expert on there for you. So look up Chandria. I'm calling her Shay. She's a friend of ours, but her name is Chandria on Facebook. So if somebody needs some marketing help, Chandria is your girl. Jump in there and connect with her.
Did she say? I don't know if she's saying she's available.
Oh.
We don't want to just put you out there like that's what you're available to do. So
if you raise your hand and say marketing, that means you're looking to side hustle, Shay. So I had to go ahead and throw you out there like that. So
that might not be
if that's not what it is, she will correct you. She will course correct you, and then we'll be all good. But don't be shy. And that's the whole point right there. It's like there's probably several of us have some things that we wanted to do, and for whatever reason, whether it's either through I don't know if I want to go that route, or if I don't know if I'm good enough, or if I don't know how I'll be received because I've always been this and other people don't know me that I can do this. Now's the time to get out of that comfort zone and step out and do it. And just to be real, it's needed. Everybody's jobs aren't promised, or we don't know what this economy is going to bring. So you need to have as many different income streams as you possibly can to help you get through this. And we are not just trying to survive this thing. We are trying to thrive through it. We're trying to thrive in our faith. We're trying to thrive in our marriage. We're trying to thrive in our family and our health, our money, all these different areas. We want to thrive through it. So just set ourselves up to do it. She said, I'm good.
Good.
All right. So again, for those that just joined us, we do this every Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. We were calling it 5 at 5. Now we're calling it, what did I say we were calling it? I forgot that quick.
Changed it today, y'all. We weren't ready.
Literally changed it right before we came up on here. So anyway,
staying connected in marriage through COVID-19.
All right, so we want to help you guys stay connected to your spouse through this COVID crisis and come out on the other side better. So we're going to show up every day for you. If you have something that you're like, hey, won't you guys talk about this? Can you share your thoughts on this? Post it in the comments. Travis Brown said, I need some more income streams. I know you got the hustle. So tell us what you're getting ready to do so we can start following you. But let us know what you guys want to hear from us, how we can help you, whatever expertise. And we also are going to bring other people on as well. So it's not limited to us and what we know, what we've experienced, what we can do. But we have some friends that can help you in other areas as well. But it's all going to be related to your marriage and making sure that you're strong in your marriage. So guys, we are going to shut it down. Every time we come on, we're going to last less than 30 minutes, at least 20 minutes. So it gets 5:20, we might shut it down right then. But you can guarantee we're not going to go to 5:31 because we're not going that long each time. All right, you got anything to add, babe, before we leave?
Glad y'all could join us. Share this if you think there's someone that could benefit from the 5 tips shared. And like you said, just comment. Let us know what you want to hear about, and let us know if there's something of value that you would like to share. We'd love to have you on with us. See you soon.
See you guys.